Hello, everyone. Today we have another knowledge based question or theoretical question from aerodynamic angle. Now, let's read to the following question we have today. For what flow condition will a streamline become a particle path? Once again, on what valid condition will a flow condition of a streamline become a particle path? Now, a streamline becomes a particle path when the flow is steady and the fluid is both incompressible and irrotational. Now, how do we break this down? First of all, for a flow condition with a streamline to become a particle path, the flow has to be steady and has to be incompressible and irrotational. And don't forget that steady flow means that the velocity of fluid at any given point does not change with time. In other words, the flow field is time independent. In steady flow, the streamline represents the path followed by the individual fluid particles as they move through the flow field. Also, number two, which is incompressibility of the flow, which means that incompressible flow implies that the density of the fluid remains constant throughout the flow. This condition ensures that the streamline do not change shape or spacing as the fluid moves, and they accurately represent the path followed by the individual fluid particles. Number three, which is irrotational flow. An irrotational flow is the one in which the fluid particles do not rotate about its own axis as they move. This means that the fluid vorticity circulation is zero everywhere. That is, the vorticity is zero. In an irrotational flow, the streamline also represents the path of the individual fluid particles because there's no rotation to cause the particle to deviate from this path. When all these particles, steady flow, incompressible flow, and irrotational flow are met, then streamline coincide with the actual path that the individual fluid particle follows. This simplifies the visualization of the flow field and allow for intuitive understanding of the motion of the fluid particles within the flow fields. This is very crucial and important to note in the real world situation. Achieving all these conditions simultaneously might be challenging, but under the appropriate circumstances, streamlines are closely resemble particle paths. So therefore, based on all the explanation, the conditions are one, that the flow is steady. Steady flow. Number two, that the flow is incompressible. Number three, that the flow is irrotational. These are the three conditions for a streamline to become a particle path. Thank you for staying tuned.